another celebrity victim of body shaming.
The struggle he says his shamers didn't see under the surface, and the 5 steps we can all use to get over that sense of shame. Take a look at this image. You may have seen it in your Facebook feed. Actor Wentworth Miller has been the subject of a lot of mean memes lately after paparazzi snapped a photo of him looking very different than he did on the television show that made him famous on the Fox network. They had captions like hunk to chunk and fit to flab. Well, what we don't see in this picture or learn from those taglines is that at the time the actor was struggling with depression and says he had turned to food for comfort. Not so funny now, right? Body shaming can be devastating, and it not just hits girls and women, but men as well, and that's why that's a great example. So we have Dr. Anné, who is a licensed psychologist and eating disorder specialist and the founder of A New Beginning, an outpatient treatment center in Scottsdale, joining us this morning to talk about the real perils of body shaming and using this kind of language and mean critiques against people, and what to do if you're on the other end of it, and how to sort of move forward with your weight loss and with getting healthy, most importantly.
You know, body shaming is so damaging. It's damaging on the inside. People want to retreat, isolate, hide, and they oftentimes will then turn to food as an emotional coping mechanism, and then they feel more shame.
Okay.
So it's this horrible cycle. It affects them emotionally, and it affects them physically with their weight.
You know, it's kind of amazing. It seems like in modern day society, people feel free to criticize people for being overweight or for being too skinny, for that matter. And that's kind of like, it's a free-for-all versus other areas where we know to be more sensitive.
Absolutely. People feel like they can make comments on people's size and weight, and they can associate that with someone's value, and they feel like they can talk freely about it, and it needs to be no longer acceptable in our society. We really need to make that effort.
So if you have been struggling with this, she's shared a couple of tips on how you can start moving and living a healthier lifestyle, even if you are feeling that sort of sense of shame or self-consciousness.
Absolutely. Shame breeds in secrecy. So what we need to do is start talking about it. You need to reach out to a trusted friend and let them know about your struggles. While you will feel vulnerable, it opens the door to receiving support, and you may even find that you are already loved just for who you are.
And that is really helpful to kind of move forward. What about, you talked about, okay, so asking that friend for support, sharing what you're going through. You need to get active, right? You want to live a healthy lifestyle, but why would you say stay away from a typical gym?
Well, typical gyms can feel very judgmental. They can feel very shaming. So you want to be able to engage in exercise, you know, in a place that feels emotionally safe. Reach out to that trusted friend, ask them for movement support, go hiking in the desert, walk around your neighborhood where you feel safe and not judged.
Okay. Play with your kids out at the park.
Play with your kids. And movement has to be fun, so play basketball, take your dog on a walk. You want to play frisbee in the park. Finding non-traditional ways that you smile and laugh and sweat. That's really the key.
Okay, and you also say suggest staying off the scale for the time being. I want to mention an event that you have coming up. Tell me a little bit about that.
So we really want to help support people of all sizes to get out and move. So we want to bring together a community. So we have a meet and move where we're going to do a hike in the Sonoran Desert with myself and one of our trainers, and we're going to just walk and you know, be together and enjoy our bodies, enjoy socializing, enjoy the environment.
Feel good in our own skin as best we can, wherever you are. Dr. Anné, thank you so much. Great to see you.
It's always a pleasure.
All right, thank you. From A New Beginning.